Morning, we parked up at Butterbridge in Arrochar Alps and we're going to go up Binnein Fiddler. Excuse the pronunciations of these hills, I'm not very good at it. So yeah, from Butterbridge, where we parked down there, walk about 50 yards up the road, cross the road, and it's a really steep ascent up the side of this fell till we get up there in the Bhidhleir, where we've got the choice of a few different summits. We'll give it a go. Behind me we've got Binnein Lochen and Ben Leuben. The weather forecast is for 80% cloud-free tops. The weather last night was horrendous. A car camped up at Rest and Be Thankful and the weather was shocking. It was blizzards blowing in, freezing cold. Even early this morning I wasn't confident, but look at this weather now. So yeah, once you pass the steepest part of that fence, we cross over to this ladder style here, where we're going to get over there somehow and then head up past that tree there. That's a bit of a style if you have a big dog. If you've got a big dog and you can't lift him, I think you've got no chance with that one. I'm not quite sure what's up there on the fence or that way, but it's a deer fence, so there's no way of climbing over it either. Billy got over it easy enough, kind of lifted him up and lowered him back down. So yeah, straight up from the ladder style, and I believe by looking at the map our route's taken us up that grassy rake in front of us, so that looks the easiest way up, so that's the way we're going to head anyhow, unless we find something different. Here's a rock star making easy work of this steep ascent, unlike me. So yeah, the grassy gully that I mentioned earlier was indeed the route we need to get up into this Bhidhleir. We're just heading up it now. It's steep. That's Binnein Lochen behind me. I climbed that mountain last year. It's another really steep ascent straight from the car. You basically go straight up that ridge that I'm looking at right up into that snow line and onto its peak. It's an absolute beautiful mountain. If that mountain was in the Lake District, it would certainly be up there in the top 5 mountains. It used to be a Munro, but it's now a Corbett because they realised it wasn't high enough. The vast majority of mountains in Arrochar are Corbett, 2,500 foot to 3,000 foot. There is a few Munros, but if you came to Arrochar just to bag Munros, you wouldn't be here that long. I prefer to get a feel of a place. I've been coming for a couple of years bagging hills now, and we've knocked a good few off. So the side of Fiddler is all facing south, so it's been a warm ascent, but I'm almost up this gully now, and there's bits of ice and snow blowing down it from the Bielach, where I'm almost certain when we get out this south facing slope, things are going to kind of turn a bit arctic, going to turn a bit wintry, I think. I can feel the cold coming now, cold blast of air. I think there's a heavy shower coming. In fact, I can see something coming from the north. I might just hunker down under one of these crags and let it pass me by. So from the top of the grassy rake, we're going to take a left and head northwest to our first summit of the day, Fiddler, or Stob Coire Creagach. We might miss the shower. It's over there on Binnein, which, as you've seen earlier, was absolutely beautiful. Got a blizzard up there now. You'd be hunkering down if you're up there. So this is the summit ridge up here. Follow the obvious gully here via the Walk Islands route I'm using. Follow this obvious gully, grassy one, which I'm hoping should take us to the summit. Don't be tempted to go zigzagging through the crags, like that gill for instance, and there's crags down this side as well. Follow this obvious grass gully, because I'm almost certain from what I've looked at, it's the only way up the front of this mountain. As you can see, the paths are very sketchy on these Corbetts. They're not like Munros. Like I say, follow that gully. It's grassy and it's steep, but it's the only way up. And remember, if you're going back the same way, it's the only way down, so get a mental picture of it in your head for when you come back later. If you do this hill in full winter conditions, you are definitely going to need full winter kit. Ice axe, crampons, because the front of this mountain, there's some steep ground and there's some dangerous ground. We're on a slight path now, which is sort of took us back to the head of a gully that I showed you, alongside to the left of the grassy gully we went up. Down there, very close to the route, but for our seeing, impossible to get up. Binnein Fiddler, Stob Coire Creagach, or the Fiddler, 817 metres. It's a Corbett and a Madeline, and I ain't going to deny that was one hard ascent. You wouldn't want to do this fell in poor weather. Keep it for a good day, because the front of this mountain is hard to negotiate. There's Binnein in front of me. Behind it's the Cobbler. Panning right round. Binnein. I'm sorry I can't name a lot of these hills. It's not my thing, naming hills. Climbing them's my thing. The view northeast from the Fiddler. Panning round north. British Hill number 980 for the rockstar Billy Foster. Well done, lad. Look at that, he's even going to tap it. He's even tapped the summit, look. 980. I guess I should myself. Craig Brosgan, 771 metres. These hills are hard. You look on the map and you think, oh, we'll do that one as well. And then you see all this in front of you. Big call, Bilac, a load more crags to climb up there. And the summit that's nearly as high as the Corbett, that doesn't even have a classification. Bonkers. Don't want any more blizzards coming in while I'm up here. Got to get back down that front of the mountain yet. So yeah, back we go. So about 5.5 years ago, we were sat on the side of a hill in the southern uplands, just me and Billy, and we'd bagged everything really in the Lake District. Well, I had myself, he was just starting out on his Wainwrights. So yeah, we didn't really know what to do. I'm not really into challenges or anything, so I sat there on Hartfell above Moffat and I said to him, we'll climb 1,000 hills, Billy. 5.5 years ago. He's got 19 left. That little hill we've just done was 981. We've bagged 4 in the last 2 days. They're getting harder and harder to bag, because they're getting harder and harder to find, apart from when of course we're in Scotland. I don't know what hill we're going to finish on, number 1000. All I do know is it'll be a significant hill in Scotland. So that's us back down into the Bielach. We found the way down a bit easier than we found it up. Basically, you've got this buttress here to the right of me, and this green gill goes round the back of that buttress and then up onto the hill, not into that crack, whatever you would want to call it. That's steep, and I don't think you'd get up there. Up the green chute, round that buttress, and then up. As far as I can see, all you've got that way is crags, and as far as I can see, all you've got that way is crags that you won't get up. That, I believe, is the only way up. I'm a little bit further back now, so you can see beyond that buttress, and a better shot of the green grassy rake going up the hill. So yeah, as you just seen, there was a gate in a fashion. It wasn't a hinged gate, it was like a lift up gate that we had to crawl under. But if you've got a big dog, like I say, it makes it accessible to get over that defence without negotiating the horrible ladder style. We're going to walk back up to where the ladder style is because there's a better path down to Butterbridge from that direction. Don't worry, we're not going back over there. So we're back at the fence now, and it's just that steep descent back down to the road and Butterbridge. So I'm going to wrap my video up, say thank you. I hope you enjoyed my walk. I'm sorry about the pronunciations of some of the mountains if I got them wrong, and you know, my route finding isn't as good up here as it is in the lakes. So yeah, but I think we've done all right. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'll give you one last spin round, and we'll have a look at these hills in front of us. So that's Binnein again. This is Ben Leuben. It's a Corbett, as is Binnein, and that's Benim, which is a Munro. And the one in the centre there, in the distance, above Rest Me Thankful, is Ben Donnick, another Corbett. We've done that one too.